Hi, it's Banned Books Week, and I'm going to talk about my favorite banned book, The Hunger Games. And so, The Hunger Games is about this society where they force kids to be sent to an arena where they kill each other. And even though it's really violent at times, I don't think it should be banned because there are some good messages in it too, like Katniss becoming a much better person. Because when she started, she was just sort of really angry and not sure what to do, and she thought she was sure she was going to die, and she was just trying to fight for her own survival. But then by the end, she was willing to risk her own life to defy the Capitol and save the life of another person. And so I'm going to read part of the Hunger Games that shows Katniss after the Capitol just said that she would have to kill her friend Peeta. So, greetings to the final contestants of the 74th Hunger Games. The earlier vision has been revoked. Closer examination of the rulebook has disclosed that only one winner may be allowed, he says. Good luck, and may the odds be ever in your favor. There's a small burst of static and then nothing more. I stare at Peeta in disbelief, and the truth sinks in. They never intended to let us both live. This has all been devised by the game makers to guarantee the most dramatic showdown in history, and like a fool, I bought into it. If you think about it, it's not that surprising, he says softly. I watch as he painfully makes it to his feet. Then he's moving towards me, as if in slow motion, his hand pulling the knife from his belt. Before I'm even aware of my actions, my bow is loaded with the arrow pointed straight at his heart. Peeta raises his eyebrows, and I see the knife has already left his hand and on its way to the lake where it splashes in the water. I drop my weapon and take a step back, my face burning in what can only be shame. No, he says, do it. Peeta limps toward me and thrusts the weapon back in my hands. I can't, I say. I won't. Do it, before they send those mutts back or something. I don't want to die like Cato, he says. Then you shoot me, I say furiously, shoving the weapons back at him. You shoot me and go home and live with it. And as I say, I know death right now, right here, would be easier of the two. You know I can't, Peeta says, discarding the weapons. Fine, I'll go first anyway. He leans down and rips the bandage off his leg, eliminating the first barrier between his blood and the earth. No, you can't kill yourself, I say. I'm on my knees, desperately plastering the bandage back onto his wound. Katniss, he says, it's what I want. You're not leaving me here alone, I say, because if he dies, I'll never go home. Not really. I'll spend the rest of my life in this arena, trying to think my way out. Listen, he says, pulling me to my feet. We both know that they have to have a victor. It can only be one of us. Please, take it, for me. And then he goes on about how he loves me, what life would be without me, but I've stopped listening, because his previous words are trapped in my head, thrashing desperately around. We both know they have to have a victor. Yes, they have to have a victor. Without a victor, the whole thing would blow up in the game makers' faces. They'd failed the Capitol. Might possibly even be executed, slowly and painfully, while the cameras broadcast it in every screen in the country. If Peeta and I were both to die, or they thought we were, my fingers fumble with the pouch on my belt, freeing it. Peeta sees it and his hand clasps on my wrist. No, I won't let you. Trust me, I whisper. He holds my gaze for a long moment and then lets me go. I loosen the top of the pouch and pour a few spoonfuls of berries onto his palm. Then I fill my own, on the count of 3. And yeah, I, that is showing how Katniss became a better person throughout the games, and this is why I think that the Hunger Games should not be banned.